In here somewhere, there's a small stone, and it has written on it, witches. And it's where some of the witches that were hanged on the Town Moor were buried.
Really?
In here. So 15 witches, 14 women and 1 man buried here after being hanged on the Town Moor, and they technically shouldn't have buried them on sacred ground at all. So therefore, the fact that they did, I think, is absolutely amazing. And what they did beyond that was, they should have put a headstone, but they didn't. They just put that tiny little stone so that hopefully people wouldn't notice it. And on days like this, when there's a lot of leaves kicking around, that they would overlook it. A simple stone, simply saying witches 1650. 22 people. You know, we hear about the 15 witches. They weren't witches, most of them. But on that day, it wasn't 15 people that were killed. It was 22 people were killed. Our £1 forger we were telling you about before, Sherwood, a postman who stole all of the post, and a woman thief. We're talking about the 1649 witch trials and the witch finders paying 20 shillings a head. The neighbours pointing their fingers at people so that they could steal their land. Or maybe they were stripping people down, trying to find the devil's mark. And they would literally strip men and women so they could check their bodies to see if they had any kind of marks at all. Some of them would have a mole, somebody would have a boil. And this churchyard is said to be particularly haunted. The fact that they've left the gate open today is, well, I think the witches are doing us a favour, to be quite honest. I think they're doing us proud. I wonder where that stone is. I wonder where it is. With that carving, searching for it. You've got to remember that back at that particular time, a lot of these... Oh, hang on. Guys! I don't know about you, but I'm getting something from over there. Do you want to check it out? Tony? My spidey sense is going off over here. Over there. Do you want to have a... Head over, Tony, have a look. I'm getting...
a small stone over there, but there's nothing... I can't see anything written on it.
Ah, blast. I've found a couple of them, but I can't see anything either. St Andrew's Church. How amazing. Parts of the church from the 1100s, using some Roman stones as part of its construction. And in it, in this churchyard, somewhere, the most famous witches of the north. How amazing is that? Tremendous. If they found the devil's mark, they would do a whole range of things to try and work out whether the person committing these crimes was in fact a witch or not. And they did this by ducking them. We've heard about the ducking stools in water, where if they floated, they were a witch and they'd burn them alive. If they drowned, they weren't a witch. So whichever way you went, it wasn't going to be good news. They also did a thing to get witches to confess. And they did that by putting their legs in between 2 planks of wood and then forcing them together using heavy weights. Was a thing called planking.
Throw it around the front. If I just go a bit further down, have a quick look.
So that planking that I was telling you about, it's an evil damn thing. Put two wooden planks around the arms or 2 wooden planks around the legs till the bones break. Now, whoa, noisy. They're not coming for us. But those people who were essentially forced to confess, and that's what was happening, they were forced to confess. Those poor souls were always going to say that they were witches. And of course we already know the famous story of the Scottish witch finder who came down and he found over 200 people guilty of being witches in the north of England, making 20 shillings for each one. Some women, he would say, but if you have sex with me, I won't say that you're a witch. And more often than not, the women would do whatever he was suggesting because he would have made sure that they died. Oh, there's something moving there. Just down, directly behind where Tony and Bushy happen to be, there's something moving. There's something moving. Can you see it? What the hell was that? Directly behind Bushy. What's following him? Look, can you see the black shape? Oh, you're seeing through Tony's. Damn. There's a little bit of blackness down here. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, there's another one. There is another one. I hope Tony catches some of that on the camera. And of course, directly beside him is this amazing building. And it is an incredible building. So as for spirit, who's actually here then? Apart from the witches, and I've not heard any story anywhere saying that there's witch spirit here, none at all. But there is supposed to be a ghost of a man called Charles Avison. He was a clergyman. He is buried in the front porch. He's buried in the north porch. He was put there in 1795. And for over 180 years, an awful lot of people saw Charles Avison walking around here. All the way up until 1980. And after 1980, there's been a couple of sightings of, and I've just seen some blackness moving. Don't know what the hell that was, but that is particularly cool. Now there's another ghost that may well be attached to this cemetery in a building just a little bit further down from where we are. And I know Tony is coming back now, so we will be heading back. Bushy's on his way too. I hope they found something, caught something. I'll just have to tell him what I've just seen. Tony, while the pair of you were down there, I saw something behind both of you, just over, you know when you were kind of there.
Yeah.
You walked that way, going round the front, and Paul went following you, and there was something following you.
Really?
Just down there. And I was saying, I hope you can see that on the camera, completely forgetting that your
I've got the
camera is
camera.
pointing in the other direction.
I mean, it is great graveyard.
It's
but
amazing.
Who knows what the stone looks like?
But you're not supposed to be able to get in here.
Yeah.
Look at this place. Have they put some lights on up there?
They've just come on. I don't know if they're...
That's wild. That is wild. Can't argue with that. That was pretty spectacular.